It's planners and planner time today, and if you would like to see how these fun pages come together in my creative journal, keep it right here. What's up, everyone? This is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning. And if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas, and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. It's another YouTube collab loop group video, and this was the last setup we did, and the theme was choose your own. I did some fun pages, and this was so different because usually I don't pair these brighter colors with the script washi, and it did turn out really fun, very different from what I normally do. But I loved that softer touch. Once in a while, a palette cleanser is all we need. And for this one, I had like lots of ideas. So as you see, I have a lot of the distress oxides pulled out. And this is my creative journal if you are joining me for the first time. And this is again part of the YouTube collab loop group video. And the theme today is planners, and I will touch on that a bit later. But let's get started with our process, our fun things that we are incorporating today. And it's something, it did take me a bit longer than what I had initially planned on, but I truly love how this turned out. So I have my 4 Dutch doors set up that I have folded now, and I am using a few of the distressings in the smaller sizes, and these are all the organizers I use to store them in. And you will see more of how I keep everything organized in my craft room tour, which is also coming in a few weeks. I'd filmed this a while back, but yeah. So here I'm taking a scrap piece of paper and I'm going to be getting my scene for the distress oxide placed first, because I want to create like a planning room with a scene beneath there. And this is a squeezed lemonade, and this is really I want to bring that sunrise kind of effect in the background. So that's why you will have like a yellow hazy scene right in the middle, and then we'll have all the colors like an ombre effect moving from one color to the other. You see what I'm going with here? And I have gone ahead and chosen the colors to work that way. So let's see the process unfold. And in the meantime, let's talk about the YouTube collab loop group. And Lisa Marie, creatively Lisa Marie is her handle on all the social media platforms. And she is the lady behind all the YouTube collab loop groups that you see. And she has one dropping every week. So this week, again, the theme is planners, and it's a whole bunch of growing YouTubers who come together and do the interpretation of the theme in their own different way, unique way. It is really fun to come across a lot of different creators who you otherwise may not have come across. And you see how that color is just building. And I'm just using the blending brush to kind of blend the colors together as well as we go. So starting with the yellows, the pinks and oranges and the blues and the purples, it will all come together, you will see. So coming back to our YouTube collab loop group, yes, I just interrupted myself. So I was mentioning that it is a whole community that you get to meet, because everybody does things differently. Everybody has their own interpretations, their own brands, their own planners. So it need not even be like a planner spread. It could be anything related, because it's totally up to how you interpret the theme. And you have different brands, different sizes people use, from journals like the Sterling Ink, the Hobonichi, the journals, the planners, even the Happy Planner, plum paper, the Moxie Life. The variety is just unbelievable. And I did get to meet a lot of new folks through there, through the Loop groups. I've been part of the Loop groups for over a year now. And you can watch all my videos, which is in the playlist, which is linked below. And every time Lisa Marie gives us a theme to work around, and we all have our own interpretations. And if you are joining me through the loop, I welcome you wholeheartedly. And I do get to meet lots of new folks every time. And I would love to see lovely comments, words of encouragement, and if you please take a few moments to watch our videos and share your thoughts, something positive, because we are all growing, we are all learning, and we would love to hear from you. So please subscribe to all our channels and drop us all a sweet word of encouragement, which definitely keeps us going. And we all appreciate every single one of you who do that. And the next person in the loop. So let's go through how the loop group works if you do not know how it works. So you can start with my video or somebody else's, and there will be a person who will be tagged in the description along with the video you can watch with the same theme. So please continue on with the loop. And in an ideal world, you will end with the same person you started with. So that way, you know that you have completed the entire loop. And that is an amazing feeling when you get new folks, new subscribers, new comments in your comment section. And if you do watch, which I would truly appreciate if you do, please comment, because that's what keeps the algorithm going. And please, please, please be nice. Please be gentle. Please be kind, because it is always a good time to be mindful of how much effort goes into all the content that people put out, because people, they have their own busy summers, and then you have all these videos that they would love to put out, but then you are just busy with your actual real life, and then you are taking the time to put these out for all of you to watch. And it would be really nice if you are considerate, because I do see, not in my channel, but I do see a lot of even the big content creators talking about rude comments, mean comments, and that's not a healthy thing to be doing, right? Because I wouldn't do anything of that sort, so I don't understand why anybody would do something like that. But so I would also like to point out that. And planners is a theme this time. So planners and journals, it is a very creative, constructive world with positive criticism. So it is, again, just a quick reminder to be nice to each other. And I'm using my next head to, actually, the other one had actually worn off. So there are always replacement heads that I like to keep. And that is our Dutch door scene, the scene for the Dutch door, in fact. And I have these windows which are absolutely perfect. So I'm trying to create like a window scene here for the inside of the room, and the outside will have that gorgeous scenery with the beach and the sunrise and all that. So that is what I'm hoping to achieve. So we have all of these sticker books in the, I'll have everything linked in the description. I'm not sure what is available when you see it. but I will try and name everything. And that is, again, some of these may be sold out, but I think I should make use of these elements which are practically untouched. And the journal I'm using is a square journal from Archer and Olive. And my code Priya10 can earn you 10% off at Planything, Archer and Olive, Live Love Posh, Mojo Jojo Plans, and a few other shops. And the windows are from Journal Say. And my code Priya can earn you 8% off at Journal Say. And most of these can be stacked on top of sales. So I'm using the pencil to kind of mark where the windows will go so that I can have that portion cut out. And we will be getting to do some Dutch doors also. So this is the 4 Dutch door that we just folded in. And also that small scissors I'm using and that paper clip are also from Journal Say, just if you are curious. And I'm using the washi cutter from Live Love Posh and the Fisker ceramic knife, which they're all linked below. And I will be using the ceramic knife to kind of cut out the window. And as you can see, it does take me a few steps, kind of measuring it out and then making sure I do not cut in the wrong spots. So that is our window done. I think that's really pretty because that's where I wanted that water level to be located at. So I will be using the scrap piece of paper again, just gluing down the edges, nothing more, because I want all of that to be fully visible from the front. So I really love how that looks. So can you see? And these are just making sure I have something nice and neutral, but I did not want it to be exactly the same. So that's why I have 2 different designs here. And this was something I had picked up a while back. I'm not sure if it is still available to pick up from Journal C, but you can get something similar because these are just the cutouts. If you have a die cutting machine like a Sizzix or even a cutting machine, you can have your own patterns and these windows cutouts. You can get lots of I think these templates are easily available. I've seen a few on Creative Fabrica. If you are somebody who is on the lookout for something like this, my Creative Fabrica affiliate link is in the description. And there are lots of options when it comes to ephemera and a lot of free printables on Creative Fabrica if you want to check that out. So always remember that if you're joining me through the Loop group, you can always watch the next person's video which is linked in the description, in fact, and you just continue on with the loop and you can get back to where you started and you will find lots of creative folks here. And the interpretation is also very different with every person. It just depends on what they feel is appropriate. So it is really interesting to see. So those are our windows, beautifully done. So now what? So now I need some washi tapes to seal the back of the windows. And these are the neutral washi tapes from Live Love Posh. And that's my washi organizer, which again, I guess get asked a lot about. So that is also linked if you are keen on finding out what this is, and along with all my favorite tools and accessories that I love to use. So you see how quickly that window can be dressed up. And I really would like to make that a bit more uniform. So I will come and trim off that part using my viscous ceramic trimmer. Yes, that's way better. So now we have, so I'm just using the tweezers to kind of mark the page. And let's now get the other side properly sealed so that it looks a bit more finished, it's fine. Even the other look is fine if you're okay with a rustic kind of look, but I think this does look better. So that is our washi tape window, and if I can line it up, it'll save me a lot of time. Yeah, so that's our windows. So now let's see, that looks nice and perfect. So we have the first part of the full elaborate process here. And now let's see, let's try and decorate the sun here. Just a bit off maybe. And it can actually be placed in a position where it is actually visible. So let's line it up there. So that way, yeah. Yeah, so the sun is ready. We should have placed it a bit more to the other side, but it's fine. So I'm trying to see what other elements can be brought in. And we have these lovely summer and a few other sticker books, I believe, were from the last year, but there are always, I believe, the tropical summer or the tropical memories or something. The one of the sticker books from earlier this year. There are a lot of sticker books which are fully in stock. So you could substitute it with anything else that is available. And these are just ideas I share for inspiration. And this one had come out earlier this year. And the summer houses has some more palm trees, but I don't think it is. Will it go with this one? Maybe, right? There could be different types of palm trees, but I don't think it's a good idea to have it right next to each other when they look quite off together. So just trying to locate the page to put it back. And we, of course, have other scenes we can build on, but I wanted to have some of these sticking into the page. And now you have some good. We need a couple of the planners, the girls, which you will see I reach for from the Happy Planner sticker books. So we have some of these elements which always can be used on the horizon. And we have, yeah, let's just try and get that boat to be visible from there. Yeah, that looks about right. I wanted that corner to be visible just so that you get a sense of what it is. So those are the scenes behind there. And now we will have, yeah, let's just have that washi tape. And these were from the past subscription boxes. This was part of a washi tape sub box from a couple of months ago. And that just differentiates between the two pages. And now what? So again, you will see me go through that thinking process. And I did get these squad girls who are just so ready for summer, and she looks in to be in the water, so we could just trim off the leg and we could have her float there. So that's a nice touch. And my affiliate link with the Happy Planner is in the description. I'm not sure what is available when you go shopping, but there are always good deals in the summertime because they have all kinds of sales going on. And then there is a National Planner Day, which usually has some good deals. So please check out the sales bin and other sales that are available there. Now I'm trying to make sure I use the washi tape to kind of stick it down so that that paper can be stuck to the page so that I don't have to hold it up like what I do. And I'm trying to kind of make um, a pattern more like a beach, the beach scene, just like that, so that we can have some sky and then possibly the water and then the beach, because we will have the beach, because I wanted some part of the beach scene also. So let me know how you're liking this process and me talking through the steps each time I do something, because yeah, it's people are curious as to why I do things the way I do. So that's why I thought it might be better to just explain entirely what I'm doing. And I'm just trying to figure out what would be a nice way of bringing that beach kind of scene here. So I'm not sure if that is quite, yeah. So we're just trying to find what orientation would work better. And I think, yeah, this would be definitely better. Just moving them a bit to the top. And it's just a matter of getting used to what I want. And again, you see, I've tried a few different things here because the beach scenes I've done, but not on a Dutch door like this. And that would be our beach, and that would be the sky, in fact, and where the ocean would come now. So before that, I wanted to do the beach, the sandy scene on the beach. And I also would like to have the ocean all laid out. So that is our water. And you will see there is some variation in the color, not a whole lot. So I'm just trying to see what will actually look better for the waters and the ocean. And the colors are very, very similar, but you will see why I do that. And now let's get to the beach part. And this is again an easier task compared to the ocean and the sky. So there we have the beach. And I think it does make it look a lot better. So that is our next part of the beach. So that's the beach. And what else? We have that ocean that we need to complete. And I thought I would come and use some of that waterfront to kind of build that in. But again, the colors do seem a bit blended in, if you can see what I mean. And you will also see that I will come and cover up that accident, that ink, blue ink that got into the sandy beach. So we have all these oceans and all these beach going elements that we can also use, but I wanted to also make sure that we have some of these girls used, because I don't want another sun, so that's why she is going back. But again, this girl can definitely stand on the beach because she's not in the waters, but I think it's the same posture. But yeah, she can have some of these beach umbrellas and the tote bag and the beach going accessories all ready for use. And when I last checked, a lot of these sticker books are still in stock. So I'm loving these softer colors, but the only thing is that it is a bit taken off, or it's just getting invisible amongst that sand. So I'm having to come back to this the next day, and I think the horizon needs a bit more of a definition. So I'm going with the same ink I used for the water, and I'm just going to have a darker line at the junction there. So that is what makes the horizon stand out a bit more. So just at the edge, a darker shade, and that definitely makes for a crisper line. And that's going to be, yeah, our horizon. And I think that makes things a lot different. And I might come and try the wavy kind of beach scene for next time. So for now, the beach and the horizon, everything is just like straight lines, which is okay once in a while. And this is something I have not done earlier either. So it is nice to be able to do that. And I have these girls who are just perfect, and they will come and play on the beach, which is a great idea. And yeah, the palm trees can be right there, and the size is also perfect. So I'm not sure if any of these sticker books are still available, but there are, I think, enough the stash groups on Facebook where you can get hold of it, or Mercari or eBay. Lots of platforms where you get these older sticker books. And I myself got a couple of extra ones from such Facebook destash groups. And yeah, I wanted to take that girl out and put it somewhere else, but looks like I'm having to fix that. So it is fine if you can see, if you can, that actually gives an illusion of depth. It does give it some more dimension, if you can see what I mean. So that is, again, I'm taking out a lot of sticker books from Planning Thing, and it is definitely something I'm glad I did, because otherwise combining these stickers may not happen as much as I would love to. So these are again the elements from this, I believe, was from the advent calendar, or yeah, I think so. Yeah, So that is that girl standing right there. And let me know if you have done something similar and if you have been to the beach this year. It's at the tail end of summer already, and it might be cooling down where you are at. I know I'm not in any such place, but yeah, it is already starting to cool down in a lot of places in the northern hemisphere. And if you are watching from the southern hemisphere, I think you're gearing up for summer. And I did see a lot of these elements in here. So I wanted to do something more than just these beachy scenes. So we have the seashells that are on the beach, and we have this scene which could take some more decorations. And now let's get to the planner part of the spread. And this is the room in which these girls who are planners are sitting and playing with their planners and stickers and stationery. So that is the scene I'm trying to create. And I am really, really appreciative of the community that I'm a part of. There are lots of amazing creative folks in this planner community, and on National Planner Day, we all love to give the loudest shout out to our planner friends. So I might share a glimpse of the spread on Planner Day, and the video will not be up before another week or so. So these were part of the create your own, build your own sticker pack, and these girls came with it. So it was nice that they did, because I can always cut around all those elements we have and use them as and when the space demands. So that is our planner space. I think it's a good balance of colors and the planner elements. And now we will have some headers, some boxes, and some titles that we can use to write down about the planner day. And I think I will go ahead with some of the latest releases from Planything now. So this just restocked the black alphabets. And don't forget to check out the restock, because I'm not sure when you will be seeing this or what the availability of the sticker book is, because this is a thinner sticker book and you might actually want to grab couples. Just one may not be enough. It does have a good mix of fonts, and it will come in handy for quite some time. So it is releasing on August 1st, 9 a.m. Pacific. So all those details will be in the description. And it's a busy planner community. It's really busy with all the fall and Halloween releases dropping back to back. And there will be all the sales for the planner day, which is on August 1st. So all of those are really exciting things that are happening in the planner community. So I'm going to spell out planner time. That's what I'm taking the alphabets out for. So I'm just splitting it between these two pages and trying to keep it as centered as possible. And this will be the nice black alphabets. And it just restocked on August 1st. So please check out the restock. And there is also a lot of these other older sticker books from Happy Planner and the Planny Thing, which are really coming in handy. So that's our front page all done. And now I want to have something a bit more planner related. And so I thought I will just reach for these scraps from my journal spreads. These are all the scraps that are left after my Dutch doors are done. So that is our Dutch door setup coming, because there will be open flaps kind of scenes that will come in with these stickers. And this is the Planning Memories, and I have the boat, the yacht, in fact, from the middle of the water. And then we have these beach scenes, which I think I will kind of use somewhere here. Can you see where I'm going with this? And we have the lighthouse, and of course, we have a couple of those from the Seaside Bliss, which came out last year. And this was a big popular item, a big hit. And yeah, Planning Thing introduced it back as a full Planning Memories sticker book, which when I last checked is also still available. And that one is part of the 5-year anniversary, because Planning Thing started way back in 2020. And Planning Memories sticker book has a select few of all the releases that Planning has had since its launch. So that was again a nice, fun compilation of some of the fan favorites and some of Amber's favorites. So that is our Dutch door setup all pretty much done. So I'm just going to cut a straight line there. And I want it to be placed somewhere there. And we will have, yeah, so that will be our Dutch door portion, using my bone folder to glue it down. And I want to have something that will go on the small portion, the journaling portion of the Dutch door. And I'm just trying to see what can actually work. And I think we have these cute scenes in the other sticker book also. So let's see what can be pulled in. So I think this will make for, yeah, I think that's good, right? Maybe a bit of an overlap or a bit of a white space rather, and that's fine. So we will have this coconut tree with some of those colors as we speak. I'm picking some more of those beach elements like the shovel and the sand bucket. So that will be our Dutch door, and I'm just gluing it down. So please find all the tools, accessories, and even the Tombow Dots adhesive down in the description if you want to check out any of those. Just tried repositioning some of that so that it can just fit snug against the page and it will not go beyond that spine. And that is some really pretty beach scenes combined with some of the planner girls. And this is going to be, we need a few more elements to complete it. And of course, we have a couple more stickers in here. And we have, again, you can see me flip through these pages trying to make sure I pick the elements in the right size, because I don't want the elements to overpower the planner or the squad girls theme that we have going on. And I will be using some of these to kind of pretend that that joint is just not there. And I think it works. So just trying to make sure that I have something at the bottom also. And it can just, the surfboard can just stand right on there. And let me know if you have these sticker books and if you have multiples of these, because these were really popular, and Happy Planner brought it out from the vault. They had the releases for a limited time and then it got sold out again. So it was nice that I had grabbed it when it came out. So that is our summer elements. Some of these can really be used, especially with all the colors we have going on. And I think we can use that flamingo to kind of hang out right there in the middle to complete that beach scene. And we have that Dutch door, I think, is pretty much done. And we will have something on the other page also. So I'm hoping to have another Dutch door set up here. And I'm using this house. And we will. So I'm trying to see where we can use it so that we can use it like a similar Dutch door. And I'm going to do the fussy cutting on the elements in the end. Using these scraps are always a great idea because you don't want to cut off any more than what you really need. So the scraps are anyway being thrown away, so I like to save them all. And I'm going to move that girl because otherwise she may not have the space to stand right there. She can stand there, and the beach house can be right there when stuck down. Yeah, so we will have some of this. Yeah, that looks about right. And we will glue it down like so. We'll use the bone folder to kind of fold that down. And you have the beach scene, and you have the beach house when opened. So that is our next Dutch door. And let me know what you think, because it is something I've not done before. And I wanted to try something different. So this is a summer houses. Again, there is only one of those houses left in that sticker book because I've used that quite well. And that will be our next Dutch door. And I think we will have something to kind of pull it together. And who do we need here now? And the Sunny Day sticker book, I believe it is still in stock. And yeah, did you make it to the beach this season? If you are in the Northern Hemisphere, did you make it? Or are you awaiting warmer temperatures if you are in the Southern Hemisphere? I know a lot of folks who watch my channel are from the Southern Hemisphere. And that is our Dutch door done. And we will need a couple of boxes to finish everything, and then we should be done. So let me know how you are liking it so far. And this is just that scrap of the tree, which I think is a good idea. And we will have that tote bag again using the, yeah, that would be perfect there. That banner would be perfect. And we can always trim half of it to fit into the space we have. And lining it up is fairly easy when you do it like so. And this is the banner for the planner. And we have that anchor. Some of the things that you are very likely to find at the beach. And what else do we have now? So I think we will go ahead and add some of the scalloped washi tape at the top and just trimming off at that part. And we will also have it here. So again, with the scalloped washi, cutting it off at the junction of the scallops is one of the easiest and straightforward methods. So you don't even need a washi cutter for that. Just use your scissors. And we will now bring in the planner babe with some of these discs. And again, I'm not sure which of these is available. I'm just using a couple of boxes to write down a few things about planners and planners and journals, and all the friendships I've formed in my planner community, which I'm really glad to be part of. And I did try and see if I can pull in from any of the other sticker books, but I think I will just limit myself to just this Planner Babe, which is all we need. And these are the headers that can be quite useful. And this is our, yeah, the Planner Babe is ready. And I will now come and add a couple of black boxes to pull everything together. And please follow me on Instagram. I do share more spreads and more sneaks, even if they don't quite get YouTube videos. And please check out the other videos in the Loop group. There are lots of interesting themes, interesting setups, and it's always nice to join me on a creative journey. And please find all the shops and links and codes, all of that fun stuff down in the description. It is very easy to locate, and it's everything. I've put everything together for you so that you can pick up anything and everything you want just with a click. And please don't forget to check out the next person's video, which is in the description. And please subscribe to all our channels and turn on the bell notification so that you wouldn't miss any of the fun videos coming. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had an amazing planner day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.